project is to make a decorative tile, something that could hang on the wall, or actually it could be a trivet or something. And could have something inspirational, words on it, or just images, whatever you like. I've gone ahead and created a base. I'm going to make mine a little bit three-dimensional, so if it was hanging on a wall it would stick out a little bit, have some sides. So I have a slab of clay, a little bit bigger than a box, and this is just a cracker box that's been covered in newspaper. I'm going to make sure that the edge with the tape is not against the clay so that I'll be able to take the box out later. Not that you couldn't rip the paper, but it's easier if you have the seam. So I'm going to center this on my clay. I'm going to center this on here, and so this extra part I'm going to bring up to make the walls. So a couple things I could do. I could just cut a corner here and fold them over each other, but I'm going to actually take a little bit of clay out of here. I'm not going all the way to the corner of the box. I want a little bit of clay there extra. And I'm going to keep these. I may use those later. So I'll go around and I'll cut each corner. Of course, you could go ahead and make yourself a paper template to cut your clay out, but I decided I was just going to wing it today and freehand my cuts. All right. You could even bevel those if you wanted to. And I am gonna rough up all these edges a tiny bit. And add some water. And then fold them up. And just work that clay across the seam a little bit. And go around, do that on every corner. My slab of clay is fairly thin because I'm going to be building on top of it, and I don't want it to be too terribly heavy. And I can clean these corners up a little bit afterwards. So that is my seams. So this then is going to be the face of my project. Now there's a couple ways to do this. You could just make a piece of clay this size and do your decorative stuff and then cut it into pieces and put it together like a mosaic. Or you can build each piece, leaving a little bit of space in between if you like, or you can butt them up right next to each other. Again, your choice. And so what I have here are all kinds of decorative things. I'll pull a few up. This is a lid from a highlighter. This is some found item. I think it broke off something else, so I glued it onto a cork to make it easier to use. I have an old pencil sharpener with some cool ridges. I have some of my children's old toys that the wheels make kind of nice marks in the clay. I have a variety of broken things that I found with cool texture. So what you might want to do before you start this project is to go around your house and find some fun things that you could press into some clay. They could also be from your yard. Oh, I didn't bring in any leaves, but something from your yard. A piece of lace. Some of you took some lace home. You could use that. I raided my jewelry box. I have this cool metal necklace that I'm going to press into some clay. I have a bracelet with some cool texture that can be rolled into clay. I'm going to try this one. I've never used that one. It's a lid off a little candle holder. This is a lid off of a little bottle that's got a cool little starburst there. What else have I got? Old beads make great little rows of dots. You can put them in a design. But go around, look around your house, your yard, find whatever interesting things you might like to use to create your mosaic. And so I'm gonna start by doing my words and placing those out. So the idea is to take a whole bunch of small pieces of clay, put them together, decorate your top, and then it will hang on the wall. You can put some holes in it. And I'm going to go ahead and turn off the video, and I'll show you a picture when it's all finished.